Dr. Kerry Johnson. Kerry is a former professional tennis player. He toured worldwide in the late 70s on the international tennis circuit. He was on the adjunct faculty at Purdue University and is the author of 5 books, including this outstanding book that I have read called Mastering the Game.
Dynamic, motivating, charismatic, commanding. These are the words audiences use to describe Dr. Kerry Johnson.
How to read your clients, how to understand what they're thinking, how to get inside their heads. Do you realize when you're on the telephone, you're only gleaning about 35% of the overall meaning in a conversation? You buy that? That means unless you're eyeball to eyeball with these people, that means belly button to belly with prospects, toenail to toenail with clients. That means you're missing about 65% of the meat of that conversation. And even a sharp college boy like me, who is senior class president 2 years in a row.
Dr. Kerry Johnson's credentials are as impressive as his message. As a past professional tennis player, he was involved in intense tournament competition. As a psychological researcher and consultant, he brings new competitive ideas strengthened with real-life application.
83% of consumer goods in America are purchased by women. 83%. Deborah Tannen's research, Johns Hopkins University has now determined that most of you men think of your wives as your best friends. Is that right, gentlemen? And Bill, you're darn proud of it, aren't you? Darn proud of it. Would you also believe, gentlemen, your wives do not think the same of you? It's hard to believe, isn't it? Just hard to believe. Okay, now here's an important part. Ready? If you're female and married, raise your hand right now, please. Female and married. Okay, it's going to get tough for you. It's going to get hard. One more time, women. Raise your hand again if you think of your husband as, not just on the weekends, not only brings you flowers, but he's always, always, always your best friend. Okay, ma'am, freeze right there. Don't even blink. No, put your hand right back where it was. Right back, no, put it right back, right there. Can you get a picture of this lady right here? No, you put her right, you leave that right there. Can you get a picture of her on the camera? There she is. Whenever you see a woman with her hand halfway up, that means she's sitting next to her husband. That's what this... Are you married to her? Is that your wife? Is that... Oh, yeah, see.
Yesterday we had a fantastic seminar with Dr. Kerry Johnson. We had over 300 people in the room, the most we've ever had. People were standing outside the door. They couldn't get in. They were just very enthusiastic, and the information was fantastic that he gave. He really gave a lot of interpersonal skills that you can use in your business. He helped you with how to sell better to your customers, and just in general, everybody left with an upbeat feeling, but they learned an awful lot in the 1 hour that we had him, and we're definitely going to have him back.
His unique speaking style incorporates group participation, humor, and dazzling graphics that rivet the audience's attention.
I've been talking about trust for the last hour. Trust is the most important thing that you do. But wait, how many of you, show of hands, know exactly, pragmatically, step by step, with every prospect, every client you meet, everything you see, exactly you know how to get trust? No, am I speaking a different language here? Are you hearing Swahili come in my mouth right now? The most important thing that you do, are you saying to me right now that you don't know how to do it? Is that what you're saying? I want you to watch what Bob Bramlett and I do. I want you to listen. Don't listen to what we say, just watch us. Please? Good to see you.
Good to see you, Kerry.
Now, when was it we played at the Shangri-La in Oklahoma?
5 years ago.
Was that the Young Ages meeting?
Yes.
That's neat. Now, you're no longer involved in that, are you?
No, I'm not.
Who's picking speakers now for this next couple? Because you were so good at it. You were a fabulous host.
Jeff Jalone is doing that now.
Jeff Jalone?
Yeah.
That's neat. Now, how many attendees do you have there now these days when you have a meeting?
About 115.
Do you really? That's great. Do you always take your golfers, or your speakers golfing?
Sure.
Do you?
Sure. I'd like to show them a good time.
Oh, I had a great time too. You
Really?
just drove the crap out of that ball too. I mean, you were a great golfer.
Thank you.
Yeah. But you play a lot, don't you? You play like every 2 or 3 days?
Oh, I've played every day since I've been here.
Yeah. I thought you did, yeah. Give me a hand on that, would you, please?
My name is Jonathan Weaver, president of Peak Performers Toronto. We put on live seminars, and Kerry was one of the best investments we've ever made. We look forward to seeing him again, and if that's any indication of a fear you might be having about looking bad, choosing your speaker, Kerry's the right choice.
Selected by the USJCs as one of the most outstanding young men in America, Kerry teaches that the difference between success and mediocrity is small. But he helps his audiences gain and maintain that winning edge with people. The rave reviews, the rapt attention, and the repeat engagements have made Kerry Johnson a sought-after speaker throughout the world. Call now to book Dr. Kerry Johnson for your next meeting.